Welcome, everyone, to the Real Walking Cast, episode 52. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Connor. What's up, Connor?
Hello.
What's up, Gloria?
Hello.
Gloria, your face looked like Noah for a second when it was getting expanded. No. I'm Mike D.
Oh, no. Hey.
Oh, Noah. Noah. Oh, my God.
I noticed they were...
I know I'm going to get in a lot of trouble from this, but could somebody kill that damn priest? Son of a bitch.
No.
Bastard.
Gabriel's becoming a bit of an ass.
Yes.
You know what?
I'm like,
I hope
you know what
an
they
atheist
should
just
say?
slices him in the throat. No, I'm just kidding.
you know how
What?
he was telling Deanna about all the stuff they did? Well, you know what they should tell her about Gabriel? They should tell him that he closed his doors on his flock.
Yeah, I would. If I was Maggie, I would have chased after him and beat the shit out of him.
She was listening.
Pissed
Yeah,
me
she
off.
listened in on.
And yeah, you threw. Sorry, buddy, you burned your collar. You burned your collar. You sold extra ones, didn't you? Damn friggin' fake. Please. Stab him in the throat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just, like, really mad. That son of a bitch.
Well, she did the right thing by actually withholding and waiting to report to Rick so that they can kind of come up with a plan.
Piece of
So-
shit.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, Gabriel, he's a bit sketchy since we met him.
He's
Something's
a
been
piece
off
of
with him.
shit.
And
He's
tore the Bible.
Yeah, he's not. I told you. I said right away when he's ripping up the Bible, I said, oh, he ain't a real priest. I said, no, he ain't a
Yeah.
real priest. Don't do that. Sorry. Yeah, somebody's calling somebody. Damn, Gabriel. Yeah, nice name there, buddy. Yeah.
Poor Tara being her. Leading out.
No, Eugene. Go
Yeah.
freaking Eugene. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he stood up. He stepped up. And woo.
Mullet man. Mullet man does whatever a mullet man can. Yeah, exactly. He took care of that, right, hon? The hair didn't get in the way of nothing. He just like,
I like how he knew something was up when that Nicholas guy came out without Glenn. And he was like telling him, get in the truck, let's drop it off and all that.
Mike,
had-
what'd you think of tonight's episode?
Well, I was going to say real quick, we had one of our panel call me, and I invited them in. I sent them a link. So,
Okay. What did
anyways,
you
I'm
think
sorry,
of
what?
tonight's episode?
I thought that tonight's episode was actually, I'd say it was the better of the last three that they've had, and I think
Right.
that they've been on a run. It's really good. It's
Yeah, I
really
agree.
compelling. I've gotten back to where I really am, like, looking forward to actually watching it as it's on.
Right.
You know, rather than, like, recording it and kind of, like, just watching it to get caught up. I have to see it now. Because, like, I told Sandra earlier tonight, I'm like, you know, we got to get back and start this, because even though we recorded it, when we get caught up with the commercials, we would still be watching it in real time, because I said, you know, if somebody dies, Joe's going to send me a text and be like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened.
Yeah,
And
I knew. You know what it is? That's why I'm Talking Dead, because I know you're still watching Walking Dead. Because I never watched Talking Dead before. I really don't like the guy that hosts it, but
Yeah, Chris Hardwick's a bit of a douchebag. No offense to the lady
No,
in
no
here,
offense.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
But, hey,
but,
Chris, what's up, Chris?
Just hanging out at the greenhouse in Long Beach.
Cool.
Okay.
Crap.
Did you watch Walking Dead, Chris?
I have, but they don't have the latest season on Netflix. I've watched whatever. I think I watched the end of season 4. That's all I've watched up to.
Oh,
My opinion about Walking Dead, by the end of season 4, it was starting to get kind of slow to me. It seemed like it was getting repetitive and dragging.
The thing is, we're going to be talking a lot about the episode. It's coming up towards the end of this season's finale in 2 weeks. You may want to drop off during this particular podcast, and I'll send you a link to the next one we do, because it's going to ruin some stuff.
yeah, it's definitely
No, that's all right. I don't give a fuck. I got to lose.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Love-
Okay, Gordon.
you Right, or who was it? I think it was you and Mike actually mentioned about the possibility of Pete being abusive.
Yeah, damn porch dick. He is a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about, I believe him being...
This is the season finale of season 5?
2 episodes before.
We're two...
He's absolutely
right. Way to shut down a podcast there, Chris.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. I didn't mean to shut down anything.
Yeah, that's all right. That's why I was saying maybe it's better for you to drop out and come on to the next podcast. I'll send you a link to it.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
We'll be starting one probably in the next 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay, hopefully I have enough battery life.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we'll catch up with you on that podcast, man.
Reserve your battery life.
All right.
Yeah, because we got plenty to talk to you about it. All right, man. We'll talk to you in a little while.
bro.
Take care, man.
All right.
So what was the
what did you think of the episode?
Yeah, the episode overall was like awesome. I thought it was great. I could not wait to. I'm glad I recorded it where I could fast forward through the commercials, but it was very compelling, and it was great how they kind of like went from the action to like showing what's going on with Carol and the kid, and then Carol slowly kind of putting together what's going on with what's her name's son. You know, the kid there with the cookie deal.
Yeah, Carol was acting weird to the kid, but then she felt bad because she found that the kid gets beat and so his mother gets beat. And it's like, now she's Carol, like...
And Carol would recognize that because, remember, her husband who died in the earlier seasons was an abuser, spousal abuser. So, yeah, and I told Sandra as we were watching it, I go, I bet this is what's going on because Carol used to be an abused spouse.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome.
That was a great episode, and then we see Glenn. Glenn's starting to crack a little bit. He's starting to get like a little, and then Abraham's cracking a little too. But he's stepped up to the plate.
Well, Glenn's cracking. I think because he had to deal with being in charge, and Abraham was taking charge of that was doing at the construction site. Glenn was actually taking charge of the excursion to get that micro thing. For the electric. But yeah, Glenn having to see someone he was really close to, Noah, die like that, like right there with the glass and everything, right there against the glass, it would make anybody kind of like upset and everything. Kind of.
That was a very traumatic scene.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. The way and it was all goes to show, like, if you don't listen, like Glenn knew what he was talking about, but if you don't listen, you're going to cause the death of one of the members. And that punk, he should have left that guy there. But he took him along with him. But I tell you, there's going to be a war now with Alexandria Group and Rick's group because...
Before we forget to talk about it, though, what was it that the guy that was impaled in the warehouse, what was it he said? He said that like, something about that they weren't the ones who were the problem, we were, something about... He was saying something, confessing something to Glenn. Did you catch what he said?
Oh, what I get from that is that the group that got expelled from Alexandria is the actual Alexandrian residents, and this group kicked them out.
Okay, good. Yeah.
That's what I think. Like, in other words, they make it like they're strong and everything, but they stole it from someone else. That's what I get, that they're just a bunch of phonies. It wasn't theirs to begin with, and they kicked the actual group out. That's what I'm getting from it, that maybe the husband built the place, but, it belonged to someone else, the group. And they just outsmarted them or something, but, I think that's what I got from it. We'll have to wait to see if I'm right on that, but, Now, Connor, you don't watch that, right?
No, I don't.
Not yet. Okay.
Aiden, the one that was impaled and then eaten. She was the son of Deanna. I wonder how she's going to react.
She's going to go Aiden. I mean, you saw her face already. Like, I honestly, for one, not only we have Gabriel as a betrayer, but I think Sasha too may turn on the group as well. I mean, I don't know. She kind of looks like she's nuts, and she's going to help Deanna, I think. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of deaths, or there's going to be a big, huge death in the finale. I hope it's not Daryl, but it looks like it's going to be somebody huge. Maybe Carol. I don't know. Maybe Carol's going to come to an end because it's like full circle. Like her husband beat her, and she's like,
helping someone that's being beaten,
like her husband beat her, so she's going to be the one to deal with this guy, and she's going to die at this guy's hands or something. Maybe that's going to be the, full circle thing. I don't know. But I don't think Rick is going to take over as the leader of the group, and all these Adrians are going to kick out.
Well, Carol does say to Rick, you're going to have to kill him. So I'm wondering, like, if Carol's going to be. I'm wondering if, for the sake of the leadership of the appearance of leadership within the community, and Rick retaining his sort of his untaintedness, so to speak, I think maybe Carol might be the one, or somebody else might be the one to take care of the situation with the kid's dad.
Well, it could be Michonne, because Michonne. I mean, I don't know if Michonne's going to last like she does in the comics. They may kill her off faster.
And this coincides with what you and I specifically talked about last week at this time, where we talked about between now and the end of the season, there's going to be complete strife within that community, where there is going to be people are going to be turning on each other as groups, and people are going to be like questioning allegiances. Because remember, even the guy at the construction crew was talking to Deanna and Reg about how Abraham came in and basically saved the day out there, and that guy genuinely was putting Abraham over and saying, hey, this guy needs to be the leader of our construction group.
But I saw Deanne get pissed about that, because she wants them to be strong, but you don't want them to take over.
And she said that to Maggie too, right? She said that twice now that you. I'm sorry, Gloria, I didn't want to forget something I was saying there.
You finished what you were going to say. I was just going to add to what Joe said, but you finished what you.
Yeah, real quick. I was going to say that Deanna told Maggie, like, that's twice now that people in your community have come in and taken positions of authority within this group. So.
That's exactly what I was going to say. We had the same thought.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What an amazing artistic episode. I mean, Daryl left right away, so we got to see what happened with them. But, it's just the guy shot the grenade, and the grenade blew up, and it's like, how stupid, like, you gotta, that's crazy.
I mean, I'm sure she'll make it better, but...
I think she'll last, but I think she'll die eventually.
They did it's interesting to note that in this episode they were it seemed very, very up close and personal, these two deaths by zombie mauling. Yeah. It wasn't from a distance. It was very prolonged, and there was a lot of like visceral ripping and.
Right. But they're still going to become walkers though, because they didn't get their brains eaten.
Feasibly, yeah. I guess. Yeah.
So they're both going to become walkers. And then, that's going to be the thing. I mean, I don't think Glenn went back and killed Noah. I mean, from being a walker. So. I thought Glenn was going to die the moment he kissed Maggie. I told Sharon, I'm like, oh, he's done. She just kissed her goodbye. I mean, he's done. Yeah, she knew Glenn wasn't going anywhere.
I just said, oh, but I didn't think of that. But no, I'm happy to.
They've already done people losing love. Sasha lost her love. And
right, Bob. She lost Bob.
Yeah, she lost Bob, and who else?
So too many loves lost.
Do a love lost and a love lost.
No, that can happen. All right, well, that's what she said. Too many.
It's not gonna be another love.
Hey, you know what? You know what their problem was? They didn't have Carl with them when they went out.
Yeah, what's up with Carl? Carl's taking vacation from like a couple episodes.
Yeah.
But he's gonna kiss that girl evening on the Talking Dead.
The best on the Talking Dead. Eugene and Glenn, they're like, yeah, come on, God, and like all happy and stuff. Yeah, they all had it. And Carl got
a girlfriend now.
yeah, everybody was happy about that. Yeah.
Hollowed out tree. What a perfect place to have your first kiss.
That's tree love. Tree love. That's tree love, man. Tree love, like porch dick. Like porch dick. It's gonna be tree love.
Tree love.
Yeah.
Hashtag tree love. Carl.
Hashtag. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hashtag tree love for next episode.
No, Carl's tree love. So it's like particularly
Carl's
about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of true love, tree love.
Yeah, and then the last episode, the revenge of porch dick.
Porch dick.
Yeah, porch dick. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, if they would have had Carl there, it would have gone down differently, man. Carl's badass. He would have taken care of that whole situation, man.
Yeah, Eugene saving the day with the techno music van.
Yeah.
No, I don't like her dressed like a cop, though.
Death by mullet.
Yeah. I don't like her dressed like a cop, though, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I don't like Michelle dressed like a cop. But I told Sharon, I'm like, where's the priest for a couple episodes? Something's going down. I knew something was going down.
Yeah, but somebody should have been keeping an eye on that guy, because he was a little bit off. He's showing up talking about, like,
chop him off.
Satan comes as an angel of light and all that shit. It's like,
you know why? Because, like Sharon said, he's the one that's going to really do something nasty. There's no way he's a priest ripping that Bible like that.
Hey,
you know what? Maybe you're going to find out he wasn't really a priest. Maybe he killed the priest and posed as a priest and took over the whole church. I bet you.
In these movies, if you look back, those characters are always the ones that these people should have kept an eye on.
Yeah, like the Mist episode. They're like all like
religious. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
I know you were. I know you were. But anyway, Gabriel hopefully will meet his maker soon.
Yeah, but I mean, because they're irrational in the first place with a lot of this like mania and this sort of delusional thinking that they're going to go right towards that.
See, I mean, not everybody's like that. That's just.
I know that everyone's. I know
character. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I know not everyone's like that, but I'm saying that realistically, like there has actually been demonstrated that a lot of people, it doesn't mean everyone who's religious, but I mean a lot of people with mental illness gravitate towards religion.
But
and
see, this guy.
If people have, well, let me finish what I'm saying. If people have like issues, like if this person Gabriel may. Then they would gravitate towards that sort of thing, and they would be prone to having issues with their mental capacity. So,
but see, I had a problem with this guy from day one because it seemed like he had no friggin' compassion whatsoever. Right. And priests do have compassion, man. That was like ridiculous. How he's just, it didn't make sense how he survived that long. Like he probably tricked people into helping him, and then he threw them to the walkers. Honestly, I did not like that guy from day one.
Not that it may matter at all, but I mean, just as an aside, I'm kind of curious. What like denomination or what church was he affiliated with? Was he like Baptist, Lutheran, Catholic? I mean, did they ever divulge
You know what? I don't even know. Gloria,
Okay.
did he say? I don't even think they said anything.
Did you
But
look
again,
at the song back to that episode where it shows the church? It will probably have the name of the song.
Yeah, but you know what though? I really don't think he was a priest, dude, because like. He's studying much about the Bible. Like,
yeah.
I don't think he was ever a priest, honestly. But whatever.
But the church that he was that he was at. I
don't know.
Yeah, there's something really off with that guy. I would have never gotten comfortable around that guy. Like seeing the stuff he's done, like way back when he was in the church and
then him burning his collar thing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. First of all, you don't do it that easily. That fast, like you're going to burn it right away, something happens bad. Nah, I'm not buying that.
Well,
There's certain characters you really don't like. I don't like that character.
Yeah, I haven't liked him either, but I mean, like his character, he could be going through like a crisis of faith where. On one hand, in one episode, he's burning his collar, but now the pendulum may be swinging the other way, where he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I've forsaken thee. I'm gonna like fight to reclaim. Like I know this is a battle of light and darkness, so that's why he confronted Diana, and he's like, look, these people, they profess to be, goodness, but they're really darkness. So he's like, maybe he sees this delusional, irrational thing going on out there that's just not reality.
I think he just did
that.
I think he just did it because he didn't want Rick and the group to tell Deanne about what a real creep he is. That he threw his churchgoers to the walkers, and like he shouldn't be doing any sermon of anybody because that's even Maggie said he's saying Maggie was even saying don't even talk to me like phony belonging, and that's something that they would never go to him doing a church thing.
This guy seems Gabriel's character seems very manic, like he's swinging between polar opposites, like he's, it seems like everything's like a projection of what's going on within him and his crisis of faith. Like on one, like he's like, well, these people saved me, but at what cost? Like it's costing me my, my soul.
He's blaming them for him burning the collar.
Yeah, because he's got survivalist guilt. He's a survivor of what happened at the church, so he's got survivalist guilt like people do who survive plane crashes.
Right.
And with him being a man of the cloth, so to speak, and he's having a crisis of faith mixed in with this mania going on with survivalist guilt and all this other. This guy's like a psychological mess.
He's beyond the psychological mess. In fact, I keep saying there's nothing good about him that I notice at all because he risked the lives of Carl, he risked the lives of Judith. And you could have chopped him up a while ago.
See, I don't know. Like, this is a good guy that we could actually deconstruct and talk about whether he is misguided or evil. Because but I don't know. I mean, people with mental illness. Well, we don't know that. We haven't seen the denouement of what goes on with this character. So,
this guy had not one person with him. Okay, he felt beyond guilty because he survived by using people and acting like a priest, and then they all died, and then he's running out of food, and he used Rick's group the same way, man.
That could be true, and I see what you're laying out there, but we don't know. I'm not saying he's a good guy, but I'm saying it's like maybe he's really just screwed in the head. Because
you want to know why he's a bad guy? Because Rick's group helped him, right? But now he sees that Rick's him for what he truly is, and he don't want this group, Alexandria, to see him for what he truly is, because Rick's group's a threat now to his existence.
Yeah, so but maybe
they're the stronger, so he wants the stronger to be destroyed.
But wait a minute. What if he's a man of the cloth? Okay, let's just say he is. Let's say that his primary whole point of existence is to be true to his God. Then would he not be doing the right thing by if he really believed that these people are bad, to be telling that person?
He's not. See, that's the whole thing. He's not.
He's
really
misguided. It doesn't mean he's evil.
He is evil. He's not really a priest.
But we don't know that. They haven't told us that in the show. I'm going on what we have seen so far. I'm not saying you're wrong. I keep saying that. But I'm saying let's not jump to conclusions.
Right.
Because what he would be doing is no different than some of these people that we see doing things in the name of God, doing all these horrific things that none of us would do, but they do it because of the religious fervency. He's doing it because remember in the introduction of the episode, he is ripping pages out of the Bible, but that's indicative of the fact he's having a crisis of faith. But then he looks up. He doesn't look down. He's looking up like send me a sign. Talk to me. Tell me what I need to do here. That's what I got out of it. And then at the end of the episode, he goes and he talks to Deanna because I feel like what happened was he felt like he had a word from God saying that he needs to be this holy warrior and go turn these evil people over, in his mind, for what his God's telling him.
There's not one priest that's part of one church. He had a whole congregation. It was a whole bunch of priests, a whole bunch of nuns. He threw them under the bus.
Well, but we're not addressing what I said, which is if that man truly, it's kind of like
what Mike's saying. I also think that even though he's saying that he's doing what he probably felt like he was being led to do, to tell Deanna about them, but I don't think he should have, because maybe he's in the right place to say it because he thinks he's doing it under a leading of God, but he isn't as guilty see as they, because he did things equally bad. So he should tell her not just about them, but he should say, and I also have done wrong. So I am not good either. He should say that because it's
exactly. I
let
agree
the
with you,
one
Corey.
has not sinned cast the first stone. He sinned
And
too, so he.
And I also would like to add to that I personally, I'm a non-theist, but I see a lot of times when people who are theists are depicted as being very like maniacal and crazy and evil and stuff, and I I have a problem with that because even though I don't particularly subscribe to that, it's kind of like shoehorning those people into like a particular sort of like cliche, and like in The Mist, that female character in that film,
Right.
that ends up being an evil character, and I'm not for that either because I mean there's a lot of people, and in fact most people involved in religion, for the largest part, there's bad things that happen, good things that happen, stuff like that. But I mean, I don't like seeing an entertainment where they're shoehorning this group of people into being the bad guys all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Like I mean, they could have.
Maggie saw it. She heard what I mean, not saw it, but she heard what about it. So she's gonna probably tell Rick.
Oh yeah, she saw him for what? No, she's gonna confront him. I bet.
Yeah.
She's definitely gonna confront him. I think.
Let me see if I can get a little surprise cameo guest on here and get her opinion too. She's really into this.
Okay.
Sandra, we want your input on this episode of The Walking Dead.
Has she seen the episode?
Well, no, come sit down for a second over here and tell us. Well, I know you're in your evening wear. We're not going to have you on camera. Don't worry. Come sit down for a second. They'll hear you. I just need to unplug my microphone because you have a lot of good ideas. Last week I was telling Joe like the stuff you were telling me. He was like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool."
Sharon, you don't like Father Gabriel, right?
No.
No way.
Sharon's like, she sounds pretty resolute about that.
No, she doesn't like him at all. Man. We never liked. We were constantly like, when is he gonna die? Like yeah, I knew he was. Listen, Carl almost died and Judah almost died. He's crap in my book. I can't wait for
him.
What?
They took him in. They didn't have to take him in. They didn't have to let him go with him.
Yeah, he didn't have to. He didn't have to go with him.
Him.
They saved him, right?
What if Carl ends up shooting Father
right.
Okay.
Is there? Well, let me check real quick. Is there any input you would like to give on this episode about what you saw? Well, we were talking about like Father Gabriel. At the beginning of the episode, he was ripping pages out of the Bible, and he looked up like he was looking for some sort of sign or he was having a crisis of his faith. And then at the end of the episode, he shows up and he turns over Rick's group basically to Deanna and tells her, "Hey, you got to watch these people. They're not good. They're bad." Satan disguises himself as an angel of light, and that's much akin to what Rick's doing with his group. So Gabriel is professing. Why did you put the piece of plastic behind the pages?
Yeah, look, that one page. There was one torn page. He put a piece of plastic.
Well, no, he tore the whole book out.
I know, but before the very first thing he did, he had
Yeah.
one torn page.
Yeah. Well, think about it for a few minutes and.
Well, Rick didn't trust him from day one, Mike. From day one, he's like, I don't give a crap if you're a priest. I'm on. I don't trust you. Like, flat out, Rick knew. He had a good judge of character. He said, you're hiding something. Somebody dies, somebody, whatever, I will kill you. I will gut. Rick knew from day one. Rick knew that guy was no good.
Yeah,
Well, see,
remember when Deanna said that she's good, she can read people good? Like, let's see if she successfully reads.
She won't read
Gabriel.
him. She'll be distraught, just like messed up because her son's dead.
Yeah.
So immediately when she finds out her son's dead, she'll be like, Father Gabriel, I'm
Was
going
right.
with what you say. I'm telling you.
She's going to demonstrate what's called confirmation bias. She's going to lean towards the result that's going to fit in her emotional state rather than what actually is.
Yeah.
I'd be curious because Daryl, what's his name? Aaron said that Daryl's a great judge of character. I'd be curious what Daryl really thought of Gabriel.
Well, he never really had an interaction with Gabriel, did he?
No.
Not really. So I don't think he wanted to, really.
So we were right about. Damn, I keep forgetting the husband's name.
Reg.
No, not Deanna's husband.
No, Pete.
Pete, yeah, correct.
Pete,
Thank you.
porch dick.
One that they got a girl next to
Porch
each
dick.
Porch dick.
Porch Dick Pete.
Yeah.
I got a feeling Pete's not going to be around really a long time.
Well, he's a doctor, and I guess they don't give a shit anyway because he's going to be chopped up. We may lose Carol, though, because I'm telling you, it's a possibility.
No.
Somebody's going to croak. I have a feeling they'll come full circle, and they'll, like...
I really
then Daryl's going to...
Yeah, Daryl's going to flip out.
Yeah,
Carol, how about Carol dying in Daryl's arms? He was going to go ape.
Well, I was going to say, I see that Carol's going to be the one to take care of the Pete situation, and then something's going to happen to Carol,
Exactly.
and when Daryl comes back, and he's going to, like, the shit's going to hit the fan, that's going to be the last episode.
Right.
Daryl's probably going to go on a killing spree.
In other words, we're guessing that Carol dies in Daryl's arm, trying to take out Pete.
Well, I can guarantee you
That's
one
so
thing.
predictable, though. That's too predictable, though.
I can guarantee you one thing. Pete's going to be going to look at the flowers real soon.
And you know what? While he's looking at the flowers, she's going to be baking some cookies. Because she's like, I got all the chocolate now.
Yeah.
Right?
How you like that?
And I will make your son cookies every day because he's my son now. And if he gets out of line, I'll make him look at the flowers, too. Now. Yeah. She was taking care of those two girls, and then she had to be the what? What?
I just noticed.
What?
Okay. Deanna is going to be upset her son's dead, but they also made the rule, leave him.
What?
With the Alexandria people, they made the rule to leave him when somebody's in trouble.
Right?
So it's not, what the hell's his name, the Chinese guy?
Glenn.
It's not Glenn's fault.
I know it's not Glenn's fault.
If he wasn't there, they would have did it. He's dead, but she's not going to, it's understood. That's
She's
what
going to
they did.
understand that?
She's going to understand.
No, she's
Yeah.
not.
No, she is going to be upset that she can't play because Glenn wasn't there. The other guy would have let him die anyway. Because that's what the construction guy even said. We leave our own.
Yeah, well, no. But
She's going to be
she's...
upset. It's her son. It's her son.
Listen,
But
it's
understood.
one thing to
Tell
make
her
the
right.
rules,
Tell her
right?
right.
Which Deanne probably made the rules. Deanne's going to break her own rules.
She did thank Glenn for punching him, and that's like doing something mean to
But
her son.
Deanne's, listen, it's one thing to make the rules, but Deanne's going to break her own rules, and she's like, get out, like to Rick Scoop or something. Something's going to happen, yeah.
And the people that make the rules are generally the first ones who break them.
Right, but the thing is that she's not going to be one to kicking him out. She's going to punish his main one, like Daryl. That's like Rick's favorite. She's going to go after people that...
We're going in a good direction here because, wait a minute, if she's going to blame Glenn, what's the best way to get to Glenn? Through Maggie, who's her right-hand person now.
No, but
Maggie,
she holds Rick responsible for the group.
But she knows there's going to be some strife there because remember Maggie heard what happened between Gabriel and Deanna,
Right.
so that's going to come up at some point. So there's going to be some strife between Deanna and Maggie, and Glenn's just going to add to that because of what happened.
But the thing is that there's two leaders, Deanne and Rick. She's not going to punish Glenn. She's not going to punish Maggie. She's going after the ones responsible for his group, and that's Rick. So she's going to hit Rick where it hurts the most. She's not going to go after his kids. She knows he's close with Daryl. She's going to go after Daryl. They're going to do some type of sabotage with Daryl. Watch. But nobody suspects Carol of anything, mind you. Carol is like Betty Homemaker. Okay, so that's that's going to be like the insider spy that's going to like come out with machine guns and stuff, and people are like, oh.
If she tries anything with Daryl, Carol will deal with her.
Carol's going to kill Dean. Right?
Yeah.
but Pete's gonna kill Carol, and then Rick's gonna be like killing Pete. And then when the episode ends, Daryl's gonna be holding Carol, and it's gonna be all dead bodies all over like Alexandria. But Rick's group's gonna be standing, but all the members are gonna be dead, with the exception of the girl that's married to Pete, the son, and the 2 gay guys. But everybody else is gonna be dead.
But then we're going to have some members of the group that Daryl, they kind of alluded to that in the trailer for the next episode. There are going to be some new people coming into the community that Daryl and his little, the retrievers or recruiters,
Yeah.
there's going to be some new people coming in, and there's going to be people going out via getting killed. So you're going to have like a new dynamic in, that's going to be kind of the changeover where Rick's going to take charge over the community because Deanna's going to die.
Deanna, the husband's gonna die. It's just gonna be weird. It's gonna get crazy.
And the son will stay there. The son will still be
The
there.
son and Rick's, that's gonna be Rick's new girlfriend right there over there, in the blondes.
Yes.
And then Eden, Carl's little girlfriend.
Yeah.
Maybe Carl's gonna take somebody out.
But I tell you, his Carl's new girlfriend's probably, her father's probably Negan or something. That's what I'm thinking.
So what if Carl has to save his dad, shoot one of these like Deanna or Reg, who's the parent, or Pete or the girlfriend, whatever, and that's gonna cause some strife with the kid with the cookies.
Well,
It's
let's
like-
see. Let's figure out who's gonna die of Rick's group. Sasha's dead. She's gonna die. Tara's gonna die. I don't think Eugene's gonna die, man. I don't think he's gonna die right now. No. They need a carryover next season to kill, but no.
I for a moment thought they were gonna have something happen to Abraham, and I didn't up to that point. But I there was something there that kind of there was something going on there where I thought he was gonna do something when he snapped, and he was gonna do something that started this whole ball rolling with things.
Michonne, I hope they keep, but I'm in a bad feeling they're gonna kill Michonne.
Well, Abraham might even flip out and just start shooting people because it was PTSD.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. All right. Anything else, guys?
I just want to see Eugene just go nuts and start shooting zombies or people or whatever. Eugene's great, man. You can't.
You want to see this episode, man? He's up.
Don't mess with the mullet.
Okay. Eugene's okay in my book now. I like Eugene.
Yeah, I didn't like him up until this episode. This episode's great. He was great.
Yeah, Eugene still has to. His character still has to kind of rectify the situation where he's kind of been led along, or he's led these people along this far under a false pretense. So if he's going to die, they at least have to stretch it out to where he makes good with things in some way, like he saves somebody's life at the expense of his own or something.
All right, guys. We're going to have more episodes of the Real Walking Cast this week. We're going to have different members join in here. So thank you, Connor. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Mike D.
I just wanted to say one more thing. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Noah. Man, there's so much to talk about even with that, too. But
I know Connor's not a long-time watcher, but I mean, did you happen to catch this episode, Connor?
No, I haven't seen any Walking Dead.
Yeah. All right, you know what? We'll see. Let's take a 5-minute break, and then we'll see what we're gonna do. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
Take care. Bye for now.